So the breaking news from Barbados Test cricket, West Indies versus Australia. What a phenomenal game. It was day one, a completely dominant performance by West Indians, and then day two, the same performance by West Indians, and day three, completely momentum has been shifted towards the Australia. I mean, at the mid of the day, day three, they were dominating. I mean, West Indies and their bowlers were dominating, and then all of a sudden they given a chance to Travis Head and Webster, and they shift the momentum. It was seems like they will never go beyond 190 targets. The similar one they done in the first inning, but then again they went for 300, and it was really uh, very unbelievable or impossible for West Indies to chase down 300, and that's exactly what happened, and they sudden all out on 141. So let's talk about from the beginning, from the first inning, as day one was belonged to West Indians, the way they bowled, especially Seals and Shamar Joseph, the way he bowled, it's phenomenal. So let's talk about the batting of Australia from the first inning. Sam Contest, he scored just three runs, and then Usman Khwaja, brilliant knock. He was lagging from WC final. He didn't score too much, but in the first inning, he almost scored 47 runs just because he did really well. Then Cameron Green, he scored just 3 runs. Then Josh Inglis, what a phenomenal catch by Shai Hope. He scored 5 runs, and then again the star of second inning and the star of first inning, Travis Head, he scored 60 runs just in 78 balls. And then Webster, he didn't done a lot of homework, but yet he managed to score only 11 runs. And then Eric Skiri, just 8 runs. Then Pat Cummins, a captain himself, he scored 28 runs. And then the tail ender, Mitchell Starc, Nathan Lyons, Josh Hazelwood, they didn't done so much. Now look at the bowling lineup. Like Seals, he gave score 60 runs and took 5 wickets, and he overs 15.5 overs with the economy of 3.79, almost 3.8. Then Shamar Joseph, what an exceptional bowler, 16 overs. He gave 46 runs and took 4 wickets, and then the rest of remain wicketless. Only Grievous, he took only 1 wicket. Let's talk about the phenomenal first inning of West Indians, the way they batted. I mean, Carlos Brathwaite, he scored only 4 runs. Then Campbell 7 runs, and then Carty, he scored 20 runs. Then B King, he scored 26 runs, and then Verican, he didn't score. Then captain himself, Roston Chase, he scored really well, 44 runs. And then Shy Hopes, he a wicket keeper, phenomenal batting. They almost scored 50 runs, but they remained short from the 50. He scored 48 runs. And then Shamar Joseph, he took the responsibility. The way he bowled, the way he batted, similarly in the first inning, similarly in the second inning, he scored 23 runs, and the rest of sorry, I mean Alzari Joseph, not Shamar Joseph. He scored 23 runs, and then Shamar Joseph scored just 8 runs, and then Seals only scored 2 runs. And if you look at the star bowling of Australia, I mean, what could you say whenever you are facing like Mitchell Starc, Hazelwood, Pat Cummins, Webster, Nathan Lyons? What you can do? I mean, they only manage just 10 runs leads. And look at the bowling. Like Stark bowled 16 overs and took 3 wickets with the economy of 4.0. And then Josh Hazelwood took 2 wickets, gave 41 runs. And then Pat Cummins, captain himself, he given 34 runs, took 2 wickets. And Nathan Lyon himself, he gave 28 runs and took 1 wicket. And then Webster, he gave 20 runs and took 2 wickets. So far, from the first inning of Australia and the first inning of West Indies, it was pretty dominant performance by West Indies. I mean, whenever you have a 10 runs leads, it's okay, but yet you are ahead. You are quite ahead. And then if we talk about day three or day two, the last session when Australia started the batting, and the same results the way they did in the first inning. The same contest, scored just 5 runs. Then Usman Khwaja didn't done too much, 15 runs. Then Cameron Green, 15 runs. Josh Inglis, 12 runs. And then that was the turning point that I mentioned in the beginning of video. So see, whenever you are giving a key player a key chances to the set batter, like Travis had, he was dropped in the slip by Alzari Joseph, like on almost on 20 runs, and then he scored 61 runs. That was phenomenal. And then a batter himself, Webster, he scored 63 runs, and then Alex Kiri. Uh, this was the turning point, like four downs on 23, and then they are going par, like the fifth wicket went down at 167, and then the sixth wicket went down to the 208, which means the pretty damage has been done. Now the Alex Kiri has scored 65 runs, then Pat Cummins 9 runs, then Mitchell Stark again he came and he smashed some fours and tried to went over the boundary, but yet he managed to score 16 runs. Then Nathan Lyons 13 runs and Josh Hazelwood, he scored only 12 runs. And look at the bowling, the way Shamar Joseph bowled, he gave 87 runs, took uh, 5 wickets, and Alzari Joseph took 2 wickets. The rest of bowlers just managed to take 1 wicket. Now let's talk about the second innings of West Indies. You are playing at a home ground, and you know the conditions, like what could be the maximum total, and you can't bowl, like, or you can't drop too much catches. So if you are dropping, then of course the result can be predictable very easily. Like again, if you see the batting lineup of run chase by West Indies, like Carlos Brathwaite given scored just 4 runs, then Campbell 23, then Carty only 20 runs, and then the rest of the bottom, like Roston Chase, Shai Hope, just leave the Greaves, and then Alzari Joseph, and then Weriken, and then Shamar Joseph. There were only two Joseph, Greaves and Joseph, those only scored 44 runs, and then Greaves only scored 38 runs. So when the wickets were falling down, and they were 8 down at 86, and then they managed to shift the momentum towards the success. But it was too late. Like the ninth wicket fell down on 141 runs, and then all of a sudden Australia took the game. So let's talk about the controversial catch of Travis Head in first inning. The way umpires didn't give an out, I thought, and as per my thinking, it was out. It was clearly out, as the keeper took the catch very clearly. But the thing is, the rule has been changed, as I uploaded the video on my YouTube channel. So that was the summary of first test, West Indians versus Australia. Australia won the match by 159 runs. It was completely dominant. If you look at the table of WTC, World Test Champion, I guess Australia is topping the table, and then it will be an England, and then I hope so. The game going on between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Let's see at number three, or they are again topping the table. I'm talking about Sri Lanka. So please subscribe my YouTube channel for cricketing video, and keep updating. So keep subscribe my YouTube channel for sports video, and stay tuned for the next video.